candy floss. You will at best say कि भाई ठीक है यार मजाक कर रहा है, but otherwise you will say yeah, Suresh Nanda says no candy floss won't make me happy anymore. So first understanding, the vastu did not make me happy. Understand that. Something did not make you happy. Okay. Let's go a little further. Let's become a teenager now. In teenager, identify one moment which made you very happy. Any one moment, any one incident which made you happy, any one something that you got made you happy. Teenage time, from the age of 13 to 17. Having identified, come back to today. Will that thing make you happy today? Will that event make you happy today? Will that person make you happy today? Like that, if you do at various stages of life, teenage, youth, middle
Mohan,
age, okay, you will come
Sanjay.
to, yes, Keti Dadaji? Yeah. So you will come to a situation that when you got a thing, yeah, physical things do give you some happiness. I do agree. But suppose you got the physical things, abhi jaise there is one law we quote, economics में quote करते हैं कि for instance I was born, brought up, educated in Bengal, so I love rasagullas. ठीक है, so I really want something to eat now, so somebody gives me one rasagulla. Wow, very happy. जैसे नहीं आपके लिए हमने दूसरा लाए. I have the second rasagulla. Then they say no, whole dabba is for you only. Have the third one. Have the fourth one. Have the fifth one. Dabba आप ही को खाली करना पड़ेगा. At the end of that dabba, you are finished. So there is in economics we have a law called law of diminishing marginal returns. Every additional unit that you consume gives you less satisfaction, and there comes a point when that gives you dissatisfaction. So the happiness is not in the vastu. It is not in the object. Because remember that song from the movie Amitabh Bachchan गाता है ना, एक गाना है, नशा शराब में होता तो नाचती बोतल. Remember that song? Suppose there was something called intoxication attached to the fluid. All I had to do was to fill this gas up to this scotch whiskey bottle should dance on its own. Doesn't happen. So intoxication, happiness is definitely not in the vastu. Okay, definitely it is not, because the vastu, this vastu which can give me happiness can also give me unhappiness.
Not never.
Yeah, the vastu, this is a vastu which gave me happiness now, it can give me unhappiness later. Okay, this can give me happiness now, it can give somebody else unhappiness. So if the vastu had something called happiness in it, it should be able to give happiness to everybody at the same level. So this vastu gives me more happiness. No problem, Usha. You can keep it muted. And I know she was masked because some cement work is going on. She didn't want to inhale all those things. So if this vastu had something called happiness, it should give happiness to everybody. It does not give. It should give happiness whenever I approach it. No, it doesn't give. That means there is no happiness in a vastu. Is there happiness in an achievement? Like I become somebody, मुझे एक award मिल गया. Am I happy? Yes. When they announce that I am among the top 10, when the names are coming one after the top 10 में नाम सुनते ही the whole thing goes up. After 1 week, you get the certificate and the trophy. Dhire, 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 it comes down. Does the trophy give you the same happiness today as it gave you 3 years ago? After another 2 years, sorry to say, you will be thinking, yaar, ye trophy ko koi leta bhi nahi hai, when I am not able to throw it away. Okay, so That achievement का certificate, that piece of paper doesn't give me happiness. People who get a new job at one point of time think यार हमें retire होके अब घर जाना है. So at some point of time the job says छोड़ो यार. If every job gave you happiness, you will not want to change. Relationships. Very happy when a relationship started. Then as the relationship goes up, you say expectations are not met. This was not the person I knew. काफी changes हो गए हैं. So happiness is not in objects. Happiness is not in events. It is not in relationships. So let's go inside. Okay, let's see which part of our body produces happiness. There must be some. Suppose it's a physiological function. Let's see one organ in the body produces happiness. Can you identify an organ which produces happiness? Liver में bile आता है. Pancreas produces pancreatic juice. Which
Endocrine,
organ produces happiness? Heart.
endocrine एक वो endocrine भी
Yeah. These glands produce a certain organic chemical which gives you a happy feeling. But that production of that organic chemical, how does it happen? It, is it vastu dependent? Is it event dependent? Is it relationship dependent? So it is not outside, it is not inside. Then what is this blessed happiness? Expectation give more sorrow. Yes, correct, Ajay Rai. अभी आता हूँ उसमें. So it is not outside, it is not inside. And what is this blessed thing? इसके लिए I will have to play my role of a storyteller. I will have to tell you a story. Through that madhyam of the story, we will try to understand. There was a being, an entity called Mr. Ring or Miss Ring or Mrs. Ring, R-A-N-G, Ring. Chota, small ring. The ring was bought, then the baby was 10 months old. So 10-month little finger fitting ring. So even before the baby became 12 months old, they had to take the ring out because the baby was growing. Then the ring was put in a box and kept in the jewelry box. Reg diya. The baby has grown up. So now the baby has brought bangles, necklaces, earrings, and so many other things. So all these vastus are there in the tray. Okay. This Mr. Ring is feeling very bad. हम इतने छोटे हैं भाई. अब मेरे देखो बैंगल को देखो. Look at the bracelet. Look at the earring. कितना चमक रहा है. And they are being worn in all those big occasions. People are getting appreciating the ring, I mean the necklaces and bracelets and crowns. I remain a small ring, nobody even looks at me. Okay, so then it does. I should become a bigger ring, or I should become a bracelet, or I should become a necklace. So the ring wants to become better by a process of change. You and I, small rings, want to become happier by a process of change. We'll see what the changes are. Now, this ring, the small ring, in the dabba met another ring, equally small, much older, maybe grandfather's little finger ring. Okay, we will call that ring Guru ring. So Guru ring told the Chela ring, hey mister, you are not ring. He said, but I am ring. He said, no. Then they bought the ring. What did they pay for? What did they pay for? What did they weigh? What was the carat they checked? Rinka? No. They checked the weight of the gold. They checked the carat of the gold. They paid the value of the gold. So, ring is an outer form. In content, you are gold. I was looking at the outer form and feeling कि भाई I am this much, this much, this much, this much. The guru who comes, ring comes and tells, "Arey chodo yaar, outer form ko chodo. Look at the content. You are gold." And when they purchased you, it was about 2,000 rupees per 10 grams. Today, look at the price. Your value also has gone up. Though no change has happened to the form, the value has gone up. So understand that you are gold. So the ring's process of self-discovery was thinking it is the form, moving back and understanding it is gold. In the same way, our search for happiness is outside. We have to shift the paradigm to discover the happy being in you. And this must be done with a small, in a technical manner. Okay, we have to do this in a certain. It is called a technical analysis. We will do that analysis. Okay. Now, there are a lot of people who you take a lot of interest in music. Okay, like the moment we have a music program, oh, I got 40, 50 registrations. Everybody comes for music. Sab gaate hain. So now, people who are used to classical music, okay, classical music में क्या होता है? पहले they will put one tanpura shruti. The tanpura shruti will be running in 3 strings, no? Sa, pa, sa. They are called sthai swar. In that sthai swar, the tanpura string will be played. On that sthai swar, they will have 12 different notes. And those 12 different notes, composed in a certain order, becomes a raga. Okay? So you sing a raga. Yesterday I think somebody said Pahadi Rag Day. So everybody was singing Pahadi Rag. Suhani Da. People were singing every day. Everybody was singing Suhani Da. It was Pahadi Rag Day. So the Tanpura Shruti is Sa Pa Sa और उसके ऊपर पहाड़ी राग is built. At the end of the raga, when the raga is completely well sung, people will applaud. In that applause, be careful, when that applause, nothing is heard. Rag is over, sapasa is not heard, but applause, and the singer feels, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel the applause quietens down. Then you hear the Tampura Shruti again. Have you heard? Tampura Shruti, doing, will start. Now there is a philosophy behind this. The Tanpura Shruti is like coming from inside. It says, I want, I want, I want. In that I want way, when you were a child, the raga means desire, okay? At that point of time, you got a balloon, you got some toys. So when that raga was fulfilled, there was an applause. That I want was quiet. Now after the applause is over, the I want has started. So now in your 7 to 12 years, your want, what you want has changed. Between 13 to 17, what you want has changed. 21 to 29, what you want has changed. 40 to 50, what you want has changed. 70 to 81 fellows say, I want to die peacefully now. So what you want has changed. That you want has not changed at all. हमें कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए. I want. वो श्रुति है. डडा 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 is running all the time. Think. Even now, close your eyes. You want something. अरे peaceful छोड़ दो यार. ये बहुत टाइम दिमाग में टैक्सिंग हो रहा है. छोड़ दो. You want. So if you look at it closely, the Indian Vedic thought, they have researched on this and they come and say what you really want is freedom from being a wanting person. हमें ये चाहिए, हमें वो चाहिए, हमें ये चाहिए, हमें वो. Something is chattering inside all the time. You want to be free from that chatter. And when you are free from that chatter, there is a certain calmness inside. There is a certain quietness inside. In that quietness, you see your happy self. I am at, for instance, see, there are people who have traveled to Americas, who have traveled to all over the world. You have traveled to the Grand Canyon, you have traveled to Niagara Falls, and here you have gone walking up to the Kailash Parbat. You have gone all the way up there and you are seeing the Kailash Parbat. Okay, you have got, you're breathless, you're physically taxed, and then your money is running out. You look at that and say, wow, what happened then? Any problem was solved? Have you become richer? Have you been able to sing better? Have you got an award? No, nothing happened. In fact, you're more painful physically. But at that point of time, there is a cessation. There is a cessation of the wanting person inside. Under there is a fellow who says, you know, kit, 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 I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, I. This wanting person is quiet. When the wanting person is quiet, you see your happy self. And this is called your Swarupa. Ananda Swarupa. That is my content, gold. Uske upar there are certain forms. We have to understand this. Now, right from childhood, has anyone called and told you are Ananda Swarupa? Your name may be Ananda Swarupa. There was a fellow there. He once told me, sir, मेरा आनंद स्वरूप है लेकिन लाइफ में दुख ही दुख है मेरा. आंखों का अंधा नाम है नैन सुख, वैसे कहते हैं ना. So like that. There was a fellow who was working with me. दिल्ली में मेरे साथ काम कर रहा था. उसका नाम आनंद स्वरूप है. बट जब भी पूछो इसे, यार कुछ मोचो मच यार, दिमाग परेशान हो गया. आनंद स्वरूप है लेकिन दुखी स्वरूप ही मैं देखता था. So gold is the content, like everything, you know. It's the fire ka content is heat and the blaze. Water ka content is its liquidity, it is sapidity. In the same way, what is the human content? What makes you a human being? The human being ka swaroop, what makes you a human being is this Ananda Swaroop. But this Ananda Swaroop is covered. How is it covered? It is covered by certain, what is called, you know, certain factors which are not under your control. Okay, like for instance, you have to interact in the world with people, with a relationship. All happens because of this body. Let us call it body mind sense complex. It happens because of this only. BMS, body mind sense complex. Is it same for everybody? No. Somebody is fatter, somebody is thinner, somebody is more better looking, somebody is not so better looking. Somebody is having a different shape and color of eyes, different shape and color of nose, different voice. Somebody says, hey, आपकी जैसा मेरा आवाज नहीं है. So I feel like saying, आपका जैसा मेरा नाक नहीं है. Somebody looks and says, Arey, you have got so much hair. I said, yeah, I am happy for you because you don't have to use shampoo because you have no hair. Washing is no problem at all. Shower mein aa jao, yaar, I here have to clean a lot. So either way, when you look at the body mind sense complex, there is difference. There is difference in form. Tall, short, mota, everything has its akar, a certain form. The forms are not same. Okay? Our physiological function, there are some people who can eat exceptionally. They can eat so, you can't believe, the kind of eating they do. There are some people who can't eat much, yet they will be very healthy. So tastes are different. My emotions are different. What makes me happy is so different from what makes you happy. What kind of songs appeal to me is so different from, like I was talking to somebody the other day. He said, हमें सिर्फ दर्द भरे गाने गाना आता है. He sings only sad songs. We gave him a chance. 10 songs, all 10 are sad ones. People love only sad things. So this is a very complex thing that each one of us is different. And when we look at ourselves, I can't help looking at the other person. When I can't help looking at the other person, I feel a certain comparison. I am not as good as the other person is. Like the small ring wanting to be a bangle. I am not as good as you are. When I ask the other person, he says, I am not as good as he is. The other person says the same thing. For example, see, we were once driving. One evening, I was driving back home. I was driving with a friend. Lovely, one of those lovely cars, Mercedes-Benz cars. Maybe we were driving back home. And then it was raining very heavily. Kolkata rains, you cannot drive. You have to park the car and wait for the rain to cease. Only then you can drive because visibility becomes zero. So we had parked the car so that a little bit of rain ka intensity come ho jaye. So in the middle of one of the best roads in Kolkata we have a road called Red Road. Take the first class chakachak road. In the middle of Red Road there was a buffalo standing, getting wet in the rain. The fellow who was driving my car, he says, देखो कितना आनंद की जिंदगी है. No care in the world, stand in the rain. I said, जाओ यार तुम भी जाके खड़े हो जाओ ना. Who stops you? Sitting in the Mercedes car, a wealthiest man in the town says, देखो buffalo कितना खुश है. This is a problem. So that fellow thinks buffalo is happier. So like that, this comparison. And if you compare everyone, there is always aage piche. So our comparison doesn't stop here. We want to be in a better place, live longer, have the capacity to enjoy more pleasures, have more security. This is the search. We want a better package. We want better labels. So if I write just my name, okay. But suppose I write retired from this bank, एक label लगा दो, so nobody bothers. I feel better. So suppose I write retired GM, another fellow writes retired TG, deputy governor. तो उसको और खुशी मिल जाती. And the happiness comes out of what? Out of a label. Another fellow writes a retired governor, तो DG का वो label का फीका पड़ जाता है. So in comparison, I get some happiness. But the moment I see somebody superior, this happiness goes away. So the search for happiness doesn't stop here. It goes beyond this life. I want to go to a place. This is a want for everybody. Because of that alone, religion survives. I want to go to a different place. Wahan, there will be somebody called God, and yes, in His presence, I will be very happy. And for going to that place, you have to die now. You can't go like this. So, this wanting to be happier through a process of change is there for everybody. So, first step is a सच्चाई का सामना, facing the reality. By a process of change, there is a change. Okay, there's definitely a change. You get certain benefits, but not necessarily happiness. You have to be very clear here. There are benefits. For example, A is very unhappy that he is a bachelor. He wants to get married. And he gets married. So from A, he has gone to position B. Position B जाने के बाद he is saying, अरे every morning my wife wakes me up and said, पालक लेके आओ, ये लेके आओ, वो लेके आओ, अंडे लेके आओ, मुर्गी लेके आओ. And after I bring it, she says, I don't know how to cook, you cook. अरे बैचलर डेज मस्ती था यार, स्विगी में ऑर्डर करो, कुछ भी खाओ. See, by a process of change, he became A to B, and now he says A was better. Okay, B is there with no children. Change is always better or not, we will see. Okay, so B, A से B का change हो गया. Now B is married with a family and he sees, he stays in a colony where there are everybody सवेरे होते ही pram में बच्चों को लेके घुमाने जा रहे हैं. He says, I must also feel like that. So you also have pram मिल गया, baby मिल गया, but as Mia, Bibi both are working, there is no time to push the pram. You have to find somebody to push the pram. If not, grandfather को बुलाओ to push the pram. Grandfather doesn't want to come. So, by a process of change, there is a changed situation, need not necessarily happy situation. Somebody says, if I am rich, all my problems will be solved. Really? Some problem will be solved. Economic problems will be solved. Definitely. You become multi-crore owner. Economic problems will definitely be solved. But what other problems will start? Everybody in this forum will become your relative. है ना? Ajay Rai becomes a 1,000 crore Arabpati. What will happen? All the Rais will become his relative now. Hey Rai, I was there with you, man. And every insurance agent will call you, sir. I have a scheme, sir. Sir, I have a saving scheme, sir. Other will come and tell you, अरे आपको 5% ही मिलता है सर, मार्केट में तो 8% मिलता है, आप बेकार में पैसे. So what little happiness you got with 1 crore rupees is gone now. Your happiness has multiplied 1,000 crore. Your problem has also multiplied 1,000 times. And now, as a person who has no money, I can walk out to the street, take an auto, and go wherever I want. As a 1,000 crore Arabpari, can I go out like this? Ambani pays his driver 2 lakh rupees a month. So you need higher security, better quality drive, bigger walls, more protection, and something called trust usually. You don't trust anybody else. So any vastu definitely gives you benefits, but it does not give you, I will not say does not give you, need not necessarily give you the happiness you are looking for. We have to reword it. So suppose somebody says, sir, money doesn't give me happiness, sir. I said, मेरे को दे दो यार, बहुत जरूरत है मेरा. I'll give you my account number, transfer it to me. So, money, I will not say money does not give. Money does not give happiness, we should not say. Money does not give the happiness I am looking for. Money does not give me the sense of security I am looking for. Money does not give me the peace I am looking for. But it does give a little bit of all of them. Otherwise, nobody will be running after money. It does give me something. But what is it that I want? Okay, what is the maximum amount of money that somebody wants? So till 2 years ago, people will say, Amar, 90. People say if I
Some
had 10, 20
disturbance
lakhs
is
would be
there.
enough.
Is there some disturbance?
Yeah. So
You
people,
please
if
mute.
there's a disturbance in the background, please keep your mic muted. The
Mute.
disturbance.
Please mute all of you.
Yeah. If you mute your mics, all the background noises will not come into our screen. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So money, let's say in 2000, people said if I have a crore rupees, fine. I mean 2010 the figure has changed. 2020 the figure has changed. 30 I don't know what the figure will be. So it does give you something, but it doesn't give you what you really want in life. So what is the way out? Okay. Now start writing. What is the way out? What is the way out? You need objects. You need, that is object. You don't need objects. You need possessions. You need to possess a lot of things. You need a house. All these things you need. You need objects. You need security. You need relationships. Okay. Define it properly. First step, define what you need properly. So rather than say, I want so much wealth, rather than say, I want 1000 crores, reword it. I want economic well-being. That is, आज अगर 100 करोड़ जरूरत है तो मुझे 100 करोड़ चाहिए. Tomorrow, if 200 crores are necessary, I should get 200 crores. So the moment you reword it here, यहाँ adjustment हो जाता है. So rather than say, I want to quantify so many, simply say, I want economic well-being. Right? Uske niche, one, I want economic well-being. Point below that you have to write, I am willing to work for it. ठीक है? I want economic well-being, whole world should give me. नहीं होगा. I am willing to work for it. I am willing to invest wisely. Third step, I am willing to cut out wasteful expenditure. Fourth point, I am willing to invest. Yeah, invest तो बता दिया हमने. So I am willing to work for it. I am willing to invest wisely. I am willing to cut out wasteful expenditure. 3 points under one. Economic well-being. Point number 2. I want physical well-being. I want to be physically fit. Again, I am willing to work for it. Exercise karo, workout karo. You should have narrow waist, broad shoulders, not the other way around. Narrow shoulders, broad waist. Okay. Just imagine you want to be like this or you want to be like this. I am willing to work for it. I am willing to manage my diet. I am willing to what? Not only manage diet, manage my lifestyle better. So economic well-being आपको मिल गया, physical well-being मिल गया. Go to the third well-being. What is the third well-being? I want emotional well-being. What? So rather than say I want to be happy, redefine it as I want emotional well-being. What is emotional well-being? Memories of happy events. All the good things that happened to you, remember. It is not easy. Some people say, forget. Forgetting is not easy. Let those things be there, but you put it in a separate folder. I will not let these things bother me. Recall happy memories. Put aside unpleasant memories. Okay? Then invest time and energy with people who will make you laugh and who will make you feel good. Invest your words, in telling people, so nice to see you. I'm so happy to meet you all. Khush raho, I'm happy for you. So third is economic. First is economic well-being, physical well-being, emotional well-being. Then comes a fourth. May I have spiritual well-being. Spiritual well-being need not be Bhagwan's bhakti alone. It is a certain inward-looking contemplation. Okay, a certain contemplative attitude. What's your purpose in life? Were you born only to eat, put on weight and die? So there is something called spiritual well-being. Inquire into this spiritual well-being. When they talk about spiritual well-being, there are so many things said about spiritual well-being. I'm going to highlight only three. Like I said, every point may I get only three. So 4 into 3, आपको totally 12 points याद रखना है for to discover your happy being. So spiritual well-being, point number 1. Paropakara. May I be helpful to others. Very careful about helpfulness. Does not mean giving money. Does not mean physically doing for somebody. When somebody is down, call and say, don't worry, things will be fine, is very good. चिंता मत करो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Rather than say silly things like, I am always there for you. It's the stupidest statement I've ever heard. I am, let's say, in Chennai. I am having power cut there. Somebody from Bangalore says, I am always there for you. तुम आके क्या करोगे यार? Will you come and switch on my fan or fan me to sleep? I am always there for you. Better thing is keep quiet then. So saying silly things doesn't help. So paropakara means by thought, by word, by deed, can I help someone? The help someone need not be living in Alaska or Antarctica. हमारे घर में ही रह सकते हैं. There are people around us who may need a little kind words. A child is going for, आजकल +2 exam हो रहा है ना. The child is worried. Don't worry. Good luck. I am afraid I won't get marks. अरे छोड़ो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You appear sincerely. There are a lot of people who, when without marks, they have succeeded. Don't go and tell the child, अरे without marks, तेरा future क्या होगा? Don't put negative and scary thoughts into people. So, paropakara by words. If you can physically give, fine. Okay. Do you have, what do you call, I will come towards end to it. Do you have something to give away genuinely? Not your torn clothes. Not torn clothes. Genuinely things you have to give away. Okay. Ajay Rai, feeding stray animals is a little risk. अब रास्ते में कुत्ते को बर्बन बिस्किट खिलाओगे तो आपको छोड़ देगा, मुझे काटेगा. We have to be careful. When I come home at 9 o'clock, all these bourbon, हम उसको तो bourbon नहीं देते. It will run after me. I can't walk properly. I will fall down and hurt myself. So don't feed strays. Call the Blue Cross and ask them to take it away. अगर आपको कुत्ते पालना है तो घर में उसको टैग लगा के घर में रखिए.
सही बात.
Keep it at home. See, here there is Kanta here. She never refers to her pets as pets. She says little girl, little boy. That's the care she gives. Paropakara, घर में रखो. Don't let it run in the colony. Many people what they do, bourbon biscuit खिला देते हैं, कुत्ता बड़ा हट्टा कट्टा होके बाकियों को दौड़ाता है. So paropakara, watering a plant is good. Not generating trash is good. Paropakara hai, lok ko sangrah hai. I know a person who says no trash. Unko, she says, let's all come for a meeting. She says, bring your plate, bring your cup, we will have tea. What an idea. She says, ghar jaake dho lo. No trash generated. So not generating trash, environmental care, sweet and kind words. That is spiritual paropakara. Okay, it's a very, very important thing. Paropakara is very, very important. Next, ahimsa. Ahimsa is not hurting not only others, not hurting any living form, and not hurting yourself also. Lot of people are very kind to outside, but अंदर में वो अपने आप को शाप देते रहते हैं. So Atma Himsa is also not good. Atma Himsa is also Himsa. Okay, so Himsa doesn't mean that अरे आप कुछ भी करो हम मार खाते रहेंगे. That is not Himsa. Standing up for yourself is also a Himsa. Somebody is making a lot of noise next door. Please go ring their bell and say 11:30 है बेटा आप लोग धीमी आवाज में बताओ. I am a senior citizen. 11 o'clock को सो नहीं पाए तो रात भर सो नहीं पाएंगे. So just Himsa doesn't mean I will do this, I will do this. Remember something. This being a senior forum, I want to cover. As a seniors, nobody will say no to you. Nobody dare say no to you. Because as a senior, your experience is your tejas, it's a power. Like it or not, people are afraid of your age because of experience, wisdom. Okay, people are wrongdoers in particular are scared of you. But to make it strong, the tejas work, you have to remember three things. Don't yell at anybody. Don't shout. The moment you shout, your power goes away. Don't shout. Don't threaten. मालूम है क्या करोगे? हाँ क्या करोगे? कुछ नहीं करूंगा सर. घर चले जाएंगे. Comedian जैसे दिखोगे. Don't shout. Don't threaten. Smile a lot. Be polite. Be firm. Please, I'm prepared to wait for the whole day, but I want you to do this for me. From my account, money has been wrongly debited. If you cannot do something, please refer me to the general manager. I will talk to him. Please understand. Thank you very much. Stay there. Or bend backwards. आपका काम आएगा. I can't help you, sir. Never mind. Please tell me who should I talk to. असिस्टेंट सब इंस्पेक्टर बोलता है सर हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. सर आपको नंबर के इंस्पेक्टर का नंबर दीजिए ना सर. कमिश्नर से मिलवा दीजिए सर. आपको हम थोड़ी प्रेशर दे रहे हैं. आप कमिश्नर से मिलवा दीजिए ना. उनका घर कहाँ है पता ही है. हम रात को पहुंच जाएंगे. 11 बजे कमिश्नर का घर पहुंच जाएगा. मैं सीनियर सिटीजन सर आपके पुलिस स्टेशन में मुझे हेल्प नहीं मिल रहा. आप कुछ कीजिए सर. मियाँ बीवी दोनों पहुंच जाइए. फिर देखिए क्या होता है. तो ahimsa is not just sitting and the whole world beats me and wo ahimsa nahi hai. Ahimsa is also intelligent action. And the third point is called intelligent restraint. Vairagya. Where I have to go, I have to go. Where I have to step back, I step back. Some people are fighting. There's no point in fighting. Step back. Some people are calling you names. Bless. Someday, and that also usko mind में गाली नहीं देना है. Someday आपको सद्बुद्धि आ जाए. It is power, remember. You bless the person. Hope someday you will have sadbuddhi. So remember these 12 things. Economic well-being. I am willing to work for it. I am willing to invest wisely. I will cut out wasteful expenditure. Consumerism will not touch you. Advertise karne do. Let them do any advertisement. It won't touch you. Okay? Physical well-being, exercise, diet, sleep, good healthy lifestyle. Emotional well-being, lot of laughter, blessing people by words, appreciating people, and be in the company of joyful people. Satsanga it is called. Joyful, हंसी खुशी जहां हो वहां पहुंच जाए. Children are playing, just sit there and watch them play.
Well, be in the company of cheerful people.
Yeah, be in the company of cheerful people. Excellent. Satsanga. And fourth, spiritual well-being. Paropakara. Charity doesn't mean giving money. Ahimsa, Vairagya. Put these 12 things together, and it's not that tomorrow your life will change. You have to do it consistently. Every day करना पड़ेगा. अरे आज कर दिया, tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I continue to be unhappy. This is not one opening of one chavi. This has to become your lifestyle. Then you don't have to tell any. You don't have to go to, I am now a happy person. You don't have to tell anybody. You discover the happy person in you. And when you discover this happy person, bina bataye, without telling, this happy person shines. When you switch on a lamp, so I'm taking, you have a pot, a mud pot, which has some nice holes here and there. उसके अंदर एक दीप जला के रख दीजिए. You have to tell somebody there is a deep inside. Through every hole, the deep will shine. Discover the happy person in you. There are some holes in your system, two eyes. They will shine with happiness. There is one big hole here called mouth. It will be constantly smiling. Your, your body language will itself become a certain graceful body language. The way you look at people, your moments will be so graceful. You will exude happiness. किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं. If you are alone at home, you will exude happiness. And this happiness exuding makes the whole atmosphere happy. This is the art of being happy. Definitely maintain a journal. अच्छी quality notebook, okay? Good quality notebook, good quality pen. Every day, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, you write down, today I will not spend wastefully. What is wasteful? Amazon में जाओ, buying things which you don't need. So many wasteful things. Don't buy. अगर आपने खरीद भी लिया, तो next day please make a sankalpa. I will return it today. So buy but return it immediately. So no wasteful buying. And if you are over the age of 60, I think seniors today generally caters to these. Please look at the junk inside the house and here. घर में जितना junk है, start disposing them off. It is called death cleaning. Dispose of things which you don't need. Let there be light house. अभी जिसका इसका अपना घर है, once you go inside, there is more junk inside than living space. And so clean, keeping the house clean in the sense, dispose of junk. You will have see, when you got married 40 years ago, somebody would have given you a suit now. The suit won't fit your leg now. And people are still looking at the suit. Remember, to remind you of the tragedy or comedy, I don't know. So give away junk. All the junk wunk face easy. Slowly, don't throw it en masse. Hey, उन्होंने बोला junk फेंक दो, I've thrown away all the junk. So get into this cleaning, reduce the, and यहाँ का भी muck. यहाँ a lot of muck is there. This muck management we will do later. Old memories. And go into your mobile phone. So many photos there which you have not even seen in the last 3 months. All of them are still there, occupying space. Like that, there are so many memories here. Vacate them. Have a signature tune for yourself. A song or a tune which you would like to whistle very often. I like one Mukesh song very much, which I sing very often. जिंदगी ख्वाब है, ख्वाब में झूठ क्या, और भला सच है क्या. I don't go to the next line. सब सच है नहीं. I sing these three lines. बड़ा मजा आता है. It keeps you in a light frame of mind. They say, don't take yourself very seriously. Anyway, you're not going to come out alive. Don't take yourself so seriously. Learn the art of looking at things objectively and be in touch with the happy person that you are. You are gold, not ring. Ring आपका आकार है, आपका कंटेंट स्वरूप स्वर्ण है. So आकार is a role you are playing, the content is anand. So this is my thought sharing process for today. Enjoy yourself, be happy. Aapko now the floor is open for a few minutes. You can share your thoughts. Yes, Ajay Rai.
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. सारे सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. सर मैं छोटी सी मतलब अपनी अभी रिसेंटली हम लोगों ने फैमिली का गेट टुगेदर रीयूनियन किया. लास्ट मंथ वी वर इन लखनऊ एंड वी स्टे देयर इन ए होटल. और उसमें हमारे सारे काफी रिलेटिव ऐसे थे, दे वर अबव 85.
वाह.
और वन ऑफ माय मम्मिया सास, she came from अहमदाबाद टू लखनऊ एंड वो सबसे सीनियर थे हमारे. उनको बिठा के हम लोगों ने सबने डांस किए, गाने गाए, म्यूजिक प्रोग्राम था, घूमने गए लखनऊ की. और इतना खुश हुई, मतलब उनको खुशी देखे ना हम लोग बहुत खुश मतलब हुआ. एंड कि हम वो पुराने मकान में गए, माल एवेन्यू में है लखनऊ में, और ओल्ड हाउस जहाँ पे अराउंड 25 मैरिजेस हुई.
अरे वाह.
हाँ, वहाँ सब लोग गए. वो अब तो किसी और को दे दिया, कोई और लैंडलॉर्ड था, बट दे ऑल आर गिविंग सब मेमोरीज ऑफ देयर यंग. तो इतना अच्छा लगा सर. मैं तो सबको यही कहता हूँ कि ऐसा एक फैमिली का रीयूनियन प्रोग्राम जरूर करना चाहिए ऐसी एज में, क्योंकि बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. अब मैरिजेस पे भी नहीं जा सकते, जाते हैं तो मैरिज में बहुत मतलब यू कांट टॉक विद ईच अदर. बट व्हेन यू गो इन रीयूनियन आपको 3-4 दिन मिलते हैं.
वेरी गुड आइडिया, ग्रेट आइडिया. और अजय जी, आपने जो एक्सपीरियंस किया
रियली
उसे आप लिख के रख लीजिए. राइट इट डाउन.
नोटेड.
वंडरफुल.
यस, नोटेड. और कुछ हमने वीडियोस बनाए हैं पुराने,
Wonderful.
और ऐसे, और उनको जो खुशियां एक दूसरे से शेयर करी हमने पुरानी. बहुत अच्छा लगा और बिल्कुल फ्रेश हो गए.
One more thing I will recommend. Please start the art of writing letters.
या
Not WhatsApp messages. Don't send greetings card. Don't send greetings card. Don't send WhatsApp messages. Post office में जाइए. Get that postal covers. कितने 5 रुपए या something के postal covers मिलते हैं. Get some nice stationery. Get some good pen with a good ink. उसमें लिखिए, today being your birthday, I am thinking of the wonderful time we had. और letter post कर दीजिए.
वो एक्चुअली उदयपुर पोस्ट ऑफिस गया मैं, और वहां से मैंने कलेक्ट किए सर कि हमारे जो साइट्स हैं बीचेस के, वो लाइट हाउस है उसके उन्होंने हाईलाइट करके छोटे छोटे वो
Wonderful.
5 रुपए के 10 रुपए के 20 ऐसे ऐसे वो दिए और सबको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करे. कितना अच्छा लगा.
In fact, I will shortly come up with that. I would like to form a small letter writing club.
Yeah.
Some of us should get together and hand write letters.
Yeah. जो भूल चुके हैं हम लोग.
हाँ, कुछ नहीं. You don't have to ask because standard है. आप कैसे हैं, हम कैसे हैं, I hope you are fine. कुछ नहीं. I just have to imagine I'm writing to Chandrakant Shinde. I won't write to him. I want to call him, not Chandrakant. I'll say, hi, Chandu. And he'll feel, अरे यार कोई मुझे चंदू बुलाने लगा. Hi, Chandu. I like the way you sing very much. बहुत अच्छा लगा. And I want to send his handwritten letter to him. You know, he will never throw this letter away. बार बार पढ़ेंगे. Whereas WhatsApp message आज सवेरे मिला तो 1 घंटे में delete.
वो तो सब फॉरवर्डिंग है सर, इधर से उधर.
Whereas suppose I handwrite to him, he will keep it safe. At some point of time he'll say, यार आज तक डायरेक्टली तो नहीं मिले लेकिन इन्होंने मुझे चिट्ठी लिखा. You know how happy you can make people by writing letters. We should form. We'll shortly in our we will put this. Let's start a letter writing club. Yes, Suresh Nanda ji, welcome. Speak. सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सुरेश. Yeah.
अनम्यूट करें. अब आ गया.
Yeah. Yes, Raman sir, you wanted to say something?
Yes. So we see that not necessarily the big things that make us happy or the small things that make us happy. And we also see that some very small things make us totally unhappy. Big tragedies which should just knock you down. You are able to just stand up to it and pass. So happiness is something that springs from within. It depends on the quality of the individual and the way we look at the things, how we evaluate what is happening. So it's very small things can make us very happy. My great-grandchildren doing an art, something a drawing, he shows me, and I share it somewhere. So, it is a happiness. Necessarily is not through external things like having enough money or even having good health. Right? It is not that unhealthy, the sick people cannot be happy. That is not true. Even we know Ramana Maharshi, who was suffering from cancer, and still he was able to be cheerful and happy, giving out joy. So some thoughts, some inward looking, some contemplation on this happiness, what makes me happy, when I am happy, how I am happy. It will show us some valuable lessons to be happy. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
नहीं वही है ना सर कि अपने ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन के साथ है ना कि कहते हैं कि मूल से ज्यादा सूद प्यारा होता है.
Yeah. Yes, Shishir Kapil ji, yes.
Good afternoon to you right now, right? All of you.
Kapil, yes.
You see, normally what being a telecom guy right now, maybe one of the reasons right now, right? Whenever किसी का birthday जब होता है, I personally don't send a WhatsApp, I call them. Right?
Yes,
I call them. And this is happening for the last so many years right now, because at least once in a while, once in a year, our marriage anniversary also, if I know right now, I do call them and speak to them and to his partner also right now, right?
Wonderful.
Because that is one of the belongingness what we can do. Otherwise, आप एक ग्रुप में है, WhatsApp ग्रुप में है, 50-60 लोग होते हैं, अपने सबने WhatsApp कर दिया, हैप्पी बर्थडे. That is not the close kind of thing, you know. If I want to be close to XYZ person right now, I have to send them greetings right now, right? Even for New Year also right now, or even happy Diwali for me right now, right? That makes a very simple as such, you know, and it keeps you, at least you know them what are they doing right now, right? So this is what I do as such, you know, this is what I believe.
Rather than send a text, call and greet.
Yes,
it's so much more personal.
Yes. It's very personal, you know.
Very personal. And like Kapil said, not only to call the person, call the partner, or tell them, put down speaker phone, I want to greet both of you together.
Correct.
I'll tell you, instantly, you see, even my first of the bosses, which I have worked also right now, and my people also, I still remain in contact and give them. So that's how you know them personally also right now, right?
Wonderful. And it's a very healthy form of, you know, it keeps you very emotionally very stable from inside.
Very true, and you're very happy about it, you know. Basically.
Very good. I fully agree with you.
I'll tell you. I'll take 1 minute more right now, right?
Please do, please.
I was working as head for Tatas in Gujarat right now, right? Okay. So one of the person who was actually a peon, right? I will not name him, of course, right? He came to my house because he had some work in Delhi when I was working in Delhi, right? So he just called me up. He's now 77.
अरे वाह,
So just about a week back, he called me up. He said, Kapil sir, I was very happy to stay with you. And I said, you are very humble and you are very nice. So बोलता अभी कभी अहमदाबाद आप आते हो या मैं दिल्ली आऊंगा तो definitely मिलूंगा.
अरे वाह.
That is the relationship one can continue.
Correct,
This
correct.
is what I believe. This is what I believe.
Wonderful. Kapil, I fully agree with you. I mean,
Thank you.
being in touch and making and drawing happiness out of it is a very simple process.
Yes.
Just call up and say, I'm very happy talking to you. It's such a great,
Yes. That is what.
great feeling. Great feeling.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
you, sir.
Suresh Nanda ji, welcome. Suresh Nanda.
Now can you hear?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me, Mohan? Yeah. No, this letter writing, what you said, na, I have kept all my letters since the last 40 years in a
अरे
file.
वाह, क्या बात है.
For me, all my friends' letters, it's a literary masterpiece for me.
अरे वाह, क्या बात.
Whenever I am down, I go through those letters. It gives me it's a catharsis for me. And
Wonderful.
writing is a catharsis. And happiness to me, it's a state of mind.
हाँ.
You should be content whatever the good Lord has given you. And you have to respect your karma.
That is
If you respect your karma and destiny, then you are the happiest person in this earth. That's
Wonderful.
my personal view.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Thank
Now, I love this letter writing thing. In fact,
yes.
under the Seniors Today banner, I will discuss
Yes,
with the
yes,
team,
yes.
and we will start a small letter writing club. भाई आपस में letter लिखो. It'll be wonderful. Writing poetry, writing, so many things you can do.
Yeah.
You can quote also. You can
Yes,
because
yes.
you see you can quote. You can share your. Yeah, I have read this in this sentence.
Yes, anything.
This quotation I like
Yes.
very much. Yes.
Correct. Yes, Kapil, please
Excellent
come.
idea, Mohan.
Yes, Kapil.
I have one. I wanted to convey one more thing right now.
Please do.
We have a very big forum as such, on the senior citizen, right? Now, senior citizen group, right? Why can't we have some kind of introduction? 2-3 line kai, what are you doing basically? What one has done, right?
Please.
And
Yeah.
which city you belong to?
Yes,
basically.
sure.
If you can do that, that will be great.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I've done or not. I don't know this, but
Wonderful.
you can do this.
In Zoom, what you can do, if you can go to the top of your screen, right corner, there'll be 3 buttons.
Okay.
उसमें आप प्रेस करके तो रीनेम आ जाएगा.
अच्छा. Okay.
Rename में after your name you can put where you are from.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
So I will know where you are from. But this is a very good idea. We would like to know a little bit about everybody. You can start. Yeah, you can start, Kapil. Tell us something about yourself in 2 sentences.
Okay. I'm 60 plus, of course, right? Okay. I'm from Ahmedabad, and I've worked in corporates for the last 40 years now, right? Now I'm basically in power distribution consultant, based in Ahmedabad. A small family of mine, and 2 sons, wife with me right now, and both are IT people, basically the children's right now, right? So we have a small family, healthy family, good family. Stable family.
Wonderful.
We always think positively. There were certain times up and downs have come, but we have gone through basically, right?
Wonderful.
I'm from Ahmedabad.
Kapil had come for our singing program Monday last.
Yeah.
Shared a song. Please come every Monday and sing.
Okay, fine. Okay, done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We'll go to Ajay Rai. Ajay Rai, briefly introduce yourself. For everybody. Very fit.
Myself Ajay Roy, and I am just come to 61. And I did my engineering and everything, and did my good jobs and all, and enjoying my family with my 2 sons. Both are married, and younger daughter-in-law is going to deliver me a beautiful thing.
Grandchild.
So
you're going to become Dadaji.
दादाजी बनने वाले हैं.
Wonderful.
My both daughters are engineers, so this time and I am enjoying my life.
Wonderful. Very good. Very happy for you, Ajay Rai.
Thank you.
Let's go down to Chandrakant Shinde ji. Please introduce yourself.
So I'm Chandrakant Shinde from Nagpur. I'm 61. I'm retired from various
आपका अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
म्यूट है अभी. अनम्यूट कीजिए. क्लिक करो.
Yeah, tell us. हाँ, बोलिए.
सर हमारा एक 40 पीपल्स का ग्रुप है जो मंथली हर महीने में हम लोग मिलते हैं उसमें, और वो 40 साल पुराने ग्रुप से पूरे यंग एज के जो लोग, वो आज हम मिल रहे हैं एवरी मंथ टुगेदर एंड एंजॉय वन संडे एवरी मंथ.
वंडरफुल, बहुत खुशी की बात है. लेट्स गो डाउन टू विनोद भास्कर जी. विनोद भास्कर जी अनम्यूट कीजिए. यस.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I am Vinod Bhaskar from Karnal, Haryana.
Okay.
I retired as a chief manager from State Bank of India 11 years back.
Okay.
I am fortunate that I am living with my pota, son-in-law, grandson and granddaughter.
Wow.
My son is staying with me. My daughter is settled at Bombay in Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital.
Acha.
My son is working as a businessman. He is owning 2 banquet hall and 2 restaurants, famous restaurants of the area,
Wonderful.
Karnal and Haryana.
Wonderful.
He has done post-graduation from Switzerland in hotel management,
Wow.
graduation from Chennai, and I am enjoying my life. I am satisfied with my life.
Very good.
Today's session was very interesting. The
Thank
way
you.
you presented it in a summary form, linked with every event of the even line of the first line. You linked everything in a sequence manner. The presentation was very good and professional. I liked the session very, very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is my wife is living. She is also a retired banker, manager. And we both are helping our son in the business.
Wonderful.
We are enjoying. I like singing also. I have joined a club also here. A profession. I sing in this first, but the choice was very limited. Vahi Shantaram. So I couldn't. I got news only one day before, so I could not practice. But in future, I will be given chance. I will perform my best.
आप हमारे मंडे वाले प्रोग्राम्स में प्लीज ज्वाइन कीजिए.
Okay.
Every Monday 6 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
आप आइए. You are free to sing Mukda and one antara of a song of your choice.
Okay. Thank you.
Please come and say.
विनोद जी, मैं आपको 1-to-1 में फॉलो करूंगा.
हाँ.
अच्छा.
Because I am from Chandigarh and my son, he did hotel management.
Okay.
आपसे कुछ ना कुछ नॉलेज मिलेगी.
Wonderful. That will be very nice.
Knowledge तो बेटा को है होटल मैनेजमेंट की. We are. I am a retired banker. I only banking related.
आप बता रहे हैं ना आपके बेटे हैं वो रेस्टोरेंट चला जो भी का है.
हाँ, practically चला रहा है. He is successful. Touch God. He is running successfully.
I'll be get in touch with in your 1-to-1.
Let us listen to. Let's hear one or two more people. Let's hear Katie Dadaji about yourself. Would you like to share? Till they come online, I'd like to listen to Kamal Setia ji. Kamal Setia is giving a lot of lectures in our forum, and he is a regular speaker, wellness speaker. Kamal Setia ji, please introduce yourself. Kamal Setia ji, unmute kar lijiye. Come closer to the mic.
Okay. Today I could not join in time because I was in office. I had a meeting here. I have just finished it, so I could not hear the lecture. But
two concepts.
I know Mohan is always to the point. Depth study of the subject. Presentation is always very, very interesting, and captures the attention of the audience, which is very important.
Thank you.
So this is all I can say about this.
Thank you very much. I'll move now to Katie Dadaji. Would you like to say something?
Am I audible? I don't know.
Yes, you are audible. Yes. If possible,
I'm
you can switch on the camera. Otherwise, it's okay.
I'm a little. I don't know how to switch on this camera.
Never mind. Then just speak.
I'm 71 years old and I live in Bombay. I have two sons. One is settled in Germany. He's a captain on a ship. And a younger son who lives with me in Bombay is a chartered accountant with his wife and kids. And my husband was also a captain on a ship. Now he's retired. We stay in Bombay. But I must, Mr. Krishnan, tell you a very hilarious episode to make everyone. You said that we should keep in touch and communicate with one another. That is important. What happened was when my children and we were having lunch together in Bombay, suddenly the telephone rang, the landline. So everyone said, who's going to get up and pick up the phone? I decided that I'll go and pick it up myself. When I picked up the phone, there was a delightful old chartered accountant man on the line. He called me by mistake. It was actually a wrong number. He was wanting to call someone else and he called me by mistake. And we were talking to a total stranger I didn't know from Adams. For 15-25 minutes, my children were wondering, why is mommy not coming and continuing with her lunch? When I got back, they shouted at me that you can speak mommy to a total stranger who's no friend of yours. I said, he's such a delightful old man that he was talking. I kept on giving him company because maybe he was alone. So my children said, Mommy, in this time and age, you should not do this with strangers. Don't talk. I said, he was a delightful old Parsi gentleman and I'm a Parsi too. So I kept chatting with him. So the kids now say, well, so when you said talk to friends, I immediately thought of my two sons who fired me. That mom, a wrong number for 25 minutes. Leave alone.
So if you had known the person, how long you would have talked?
I could go on and on because I'd like to give all my friends advice when they are in depression. My husband says I should have been a psychiatrist. I would have done a good job at it because I feel that if I can help my co-friends when they are depressed, that is the best thing you can do. Give them company, talk to them. And it makes them feel happy as well. This is what I feel as a 71-year-old. I don't know whether you'd agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, talking to you gives me an idea right now, which I'm going to explore with the Seniors Today team.
Yes.
I would like to start a program called Call Me If You Want To.
Yes, that would be very nice.
Call me if you want to, and you write there. You don't even write your full name. You simply say Catchy.
Yeah, I can do that.
And once that is done, anybody who wants by prior appointment calls you.
My husband will say the phone will be engaged the whole day long.
It's going to be an amazing thing because maybe on a day when I'm alone and I got to know you online, I would like just to hear a few words of, I'm feeling a little down, and then you motivate me. It's going to make a wonderful thing.
That's what when I talk, my husband says you motivated so many people, you don't charge money. In fact, the best thing I did is save a woman who was about to commit suicide.
Oh my God, you should tell us this. Yeah.
Yes,
you're wonderful.
We were living, my husband had a job as a pilot in Singapore shipping company. And there was a lady who was 2 buildings away, a Gujarati lady who was an orphan, born and brought up in Malaysia. And she had married a Gujarati from Singapore. And they were living, and we were very good friends because she had 2 children. My boys were young at that time. So we used to give each other company. And my younger son was hardly, I think, 2 to 3 months old. I had just delivered him in Singapore. And one day, this friend of mine calls me in the night at about 9 o'clock and tells me that, Katie, I just want to let you know that I'm about to commit suicide. My husband is busy at work because he had a flourishing cloth business. They were running a clothes shop. He has no time for me and I'm going to commit suicide. You tell him once they find my body. I panicked. I said, oh my God, don't do that. The husband is unaware. Why are you doing this? You've got 2 little adorable children and you're carrying a 3rd baby in your stomach. And you're telling me you're about to jump from the 10th floor. And my building was a little far. I told my husband I can't run and save her. So I decided, I told my husband, I wrote a letter to him and I said that you just put the little baby boy of ours to sleep after giving him a bottle of milk. I'm not putting this phone down even till 10 o'clock in the night till her husband comes home. I kept on talking to her, motivating her to continue with her life because she was carrying a 3rd baby in the stomach. And I said, you want to jump? She says, no, I have an awful mother-in-law and I'm an orphan. Nobody to speak up for me. I said, no, I insist you tell your husband the truth about his mother. You can't kill yourself with a baby inside. That is horrible on your part, even to dream of doing something like that. And she said, no, I don't want to live, Katie. You just tell my husband when he comes. I kept the phone. My poor husband cooperated. He said, don't put the phone down. And she kept on saying, now disconnect. I want to jump out. I said, I will not allow you to jump out. You keep talking to me and you give me one honest promise. The minute your husband comes today, you're not going to sleep the whole night. Tell him all the things that his mother is doing to you when he's at work, because he comes at 10, 11 in the night. He doesn't know anything that's happening, the fights between you and your mother-in-law. So she said, no, I don't think I've reached a point of no return. I'm going. And I kept on talking. She kept on firing me. Okay, when are you going to put the phone down so that I can jump? I said, I won't allow a dear friend to kill herself, not for the sake of a mother-in-law. I kept talking till 10, Mr. Krishnan, 10:30, the minute the doorbell rang. She's saying, now see, I can't even jump. He's come home. I said, now go, open the door, talk to him the whole night long. And tomorrow morning, I want to hear from you. Wow. Next morning, she, with tears in her eyes, she says, Katie, you saved me from near death. When my husband came to know the atrocities his mother is doing on me, he decided to get her out of the house because I have a father-in-law with whom she doesn't get along. So she thought she can come and harass me. So the son told the mother, pack your bags and from today you're out of my house. Stay with your husband. And today they are crorepati's in Singapore. Wow. When my husband met, she said, yeah, I can't thank your wife enough. We were a lakhopati there. Now we are crorepati's in Singapore. We have bought a penthouse and today I'm alive with my 3 adorable children. Thanks to your wife saving me from jumping out of the window.
What a wonderful
that put tears in my eyes. And I said, that is religion. Rather than praying all the time to God and asking, this is religion in true
beautiful
sense. Because our Parsi religion says good thoughts, good words, and good deeds are more important than just prayers in a temple all the time. And that's what I do. I do it with all my friends in Bombay, even today. So it's a lesson to all of us to give comfort and give good advice to people in a loving way that reaches out to them and they are motivated to continue with their life in spite of all odds.
Wonderful. So I mentioned Paropakara. I mentioned Paropakar, and that's what Katie has been doing.
Yes, I try to do it
publicity.
In my... Yes, and I don't care. My friends eat up my head. My husband says all the time, your phone is engaged, Katie. I said, even if I can save 2-3 more lives in my own little way, that is what God will thank me for, you know.
So we will start a seniors today helpline with Katie.
No, not only with me. Then my husband here is laughing again. You will get caught on the phone forever and ever.
We will say by prior appointment, of course. Prior appointment, we schedule a time. Yeah, it will not be the 24 hours. He'll say, seek an appointment with Katie. We will check with you and an appointment time. You can talk to the person concerned.
Yes, why not?
And we'll promise them to keep the entire conversation, name, everything anonymous.
Perfectly all right. I would love to help. If I used to give company to an 87-year-old lady whose children were settled abroad. Till she died, she would talk to me every day. Oh, and my husband will say, how long are you on the phone? I said, no, she's 87, sick, bedridden. She needs company. So even when she died in the Kokilabin hospital in Andheri, her daughter who rushed to America to be with her in her last moments put the phone on her mother's ears and said, "Mummy, just talk to Katie for one last time," because she knew that she was thinking. So that gave me happiness that this is my way of doing social service, and this is serving God. In my opinion, service to humanity is serving God in some way. So thank you for your patient hearing, and it was a
wonderful, wonderful. It's a wisdom thought.
It's been a great discovery, Katie. It's been wonderful.
Yes, that's my way of doing things.
Yes, definitely.
My little way of contributing. People charge thousands in the hospital when you go to a psychiatrist and all. I do it free of charge for the love of humanity. That's all. Nothing else. I don't get anything out of it.
You did something little, but it's invaluable. That's what I would say.
Yes.
Saving life, and the person, invaluable.
Yes, then that's what very true. Thank you for listening.
Wonderful, and thank you all for being with us this afternoon. I mean, now it's afternoon. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you, seniors, today. Please be in touch with all our programs. We have various programs: physical wellness, emotional wellness, music, quiz. Everything is on this forum. It's available. Please join me on Monday. This evening, we have a medical session. And then on Monday, we have a music session. In the morning, we have dance sessions. And so many things are there. Please be in touch with seniors today. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.